Hello neighbor, welcome to my video. I've had a lot of subscribers. I've had over 1,500 requests come in for me to further explain about property taxes. After John Fitzgerald Kennedy was murdered, the Democrats spread out all across the United States. He appointed a lot of Democrat judges that were crooks, as well as the Democrat judges appointed their friends as district attorneys. All of a sudden, they're super qualified to be a district attorney. And then people that they had in their family, they become tax assessor collectors. Okay, then the property tax, which they've been around for a long time, which is an unconstitutional tax that the Democrats brought forward and somehow pushed through. I've never understood the Republicans. It's like they've always been standing aside like this, and whatever the Democrats wanted to do, they were allowed to do it. That's why the Democrats were able to bring another of their unconstitutional idea of a tax, which is called a state income tax. But that'll be on a different video. Right now, we're discussing the Democrat-imposed property taxes that have caused great sorrow to hundreds of millions of people since it has been implemented in the United States of America, designed solely against American citizens. Now, let me explain to you what I'm talking about. Okay, property tax. All right. You and your wife go out and you find a home, say it's out in the country, and it's got property, and you buy that. Okay, now you pay a property tax at closing when it's yours. Okay, but here come the Democrats. Every year, they hit you with a property tax that goes up and up and up annually. Okay, you say, well, wow. Okay, and let me tell you something here now. Let's fast forward to after you've paid that home off. Guess what? Your property taxes are even more than the mortgage payments that you had to buy that house. I've been there. I had one. A little town called San Flat, Texas. They scammed me too, people. Okay, but now let me explain something to you. There are hundreds of millions of senior citizens in the United States of America for decades. Many are dead and gone, that were forced out of their homes because they were widows or widowers, living on one income of their Social Security, and the property taxes kept going up and up. See, they're designed to do that. They designed this plan for property taxes to where that after a while, the senior citizen on Social Security, they're giving all their Social Security to the county tax assessor collector that is a Democrat. Oh, they change parties. They're swamp creatures that are the deep state. And they changed to Republican to keep a conservative Republican from coming in and breaking their piggy bank and stopping them from doing the scam they're doing. Okay, now let me explain to you what happens. Now, the senior citizen is forced out of their home. They become homeless. And the tax assessor collector sends the county sheriff deputies out there. They come on out there with the big old 45s on them, and they put the elderly people out, and they seize the home. You know what the tax assessor collector and the crooked Democrat judges do? They list it as foreclosed home. And those people, oh, they were bad people. They didn't pay their taxes. They're not American. They don't pay their Democrat-imposed taxes to us, so they're bad. Well, the people ended up going to nursing homes. There's people, we're talking hundreds of millions of Americans that have already been dead. They're gone. They're in the graveyards. Their Social Security numbers have been used for years by the Democrat Party for votes and to draw Social Security and everything else that has went out and come right back into the Democrats' coffers. That's already been proved by Doge. They proved it. But let me explain something to you now. After they got you on property tax, when you pay your home off, you're paying every month, which is, they don't do it monthly, they do it annually. Oh, don't they do you a favor? And then you got to pay a whole year's mortgage payments you've been paying for 30 years. And it's a tax. And guess what? They send the assessors out to your home. And they say, oh, California people moving to Texas. New York people moving to Texas. Oh, we're going to raise all the taxes to California and New York, whichever's the highest. And all you people out there, y'all are going to have to pay it. All of a sudden, your $35,000 home is worth $350,000 home. That's how much it's worth now, and you're going to pay taxes on that amount. Because we said you are. Just like telling us we can't buy American-made products. We got to buy Chinese products. People, we are a controlled society because of the Democrat Party that have imposed laws on us designed to take away our freedom of speech, our rights to carry a gun and protect ourselves and our families. And they have literally scammed and robbed people. Okay, but let's get back to property tax here now. Okay, now when your widow or your widower, when they're left and they can no longer pay their taxes, they fall into an area called property back taxes. Then they come out and they take the home away from them. They seize them. They kick them out in the street. Now they're homeless. And they take the property and they put it under foreclosure. But the crooked Democrat judge, the crooked district attorney, and the crooked tax assessor, check it out, investigate it, follow the money in every city in the United States of America. There needs to be an investigation. They get first choice at all the properties. And what do? They resell those properties. They get them, then they turn around and they resell them for a whopping profit. And then guess what? Whoever buys a foreclosed home, guess what they got to do? They got to pay the back taxes. They want that money in their coffer, plus the money they charge people for buying the foreclosed home. And guess what now? Every year, here they come to your door. Here's your tax bill. I wanted to bring it to you. And then they leave and you're sitting there saying, my God, look at this tax bill. My God, we've got 3 different school districts we got to pay tax on, and we don't even have children. And when you drive by the schools, they're full of illegal aliens or minorities who are standing out there listening to loud boom, la 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 la, boom, la 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 la, walking around looking like a bunch of crazy people. They destroyed our education. You all know that. When they started forced busing, they destroyed our school systems completely. I was there. I'm an eyewitness to it. I'm an eyewitness to it. But they take the properties away from you, from me, from your parents, from your grandparents. People, check it out. Open your eyes, America. These people have got to be stopped once and for all. And I am not voting for Governor Abbott. I'm in Texas now. I am not voting for Governor Abbott anymore. I thought he was MAGA. He is a fake. He just, instead of doing away with property taxes to help American citizens, he said, oh, we're going to lower your property taxes. Guess what the county and city assessors are doing? They're sending their dum-dums out, and they're saying, oh, your property's worth a lot more than what it is. We're going to raise it by $85,000. So guess what? Abbott lowered the property taxes, and guess what the assessors are doing? They're raising the property value. It's a scam, people. It's a scam created by the Democrat Party. And don't get mad at me and say, boy, you sure are political. People, I'm telling you like it is. Investigate it yourself. Get up off your duff and check it out. These judges, district attorneys, tax assessor collectors in every city in the United States of America should be investigated for the scam that they're pulling off on people. Examine their bank accounts. See how many properties they've seized from widows and widowers. Kicked them out in the streets, then turned around and sold it. They got first bids on it. Why? Because they're in charge of the foreclosure sales, people. All the homes that they're able to steal and take away from American citizens, they get to resell. They get to buy it, and then they get to resell it. And then whoever buys it, like I said again, they got to pay the back taxes that wasn't paid. And then every year, when they buy the place, they're presented with a property tax bill. And then every year they come to the door, here's your property tax bill. I wanted to bring it to you. Make sure you got it. Bye-bye. See you next year. People, this is a scam that needs to be stopped in our nation. Our forefathers went to war because of situations like this. We need to undo all these Democrat laws. Your state income tax laws are unconstitutional. Even your federal income tax law is unconstitutional. People, they control us. They tell you what you can buy and what nation you are to buy it from, which is China, which pours millions of billions of dollars into the Democrat coffers in order to keep that #1 trade status going. And all the American people have to buy these cheap Chinese goods that break down. They're no good. Why can't we have American-made products? Because Bill Clinton took all of our factories out of America, sent them to Mexico, sent them to China, sent them to Japan. That's the way it is. People, I've been asked to make this video, and I have. And you might get upset at me and say, boy, you sure are against Democrats. I sure am. I sure am. Look at USAID. Friend, me and my family have been shoved on the back seat. 1964, they brought in forced busing. They gave black people, brown, illegal alien people, minorities they call them, rights over whites. And we had to step out of the way. And these people get free medical, free dental, housing allowances, free food stamps. And you know what many of them did? I know of one woman that had 5 different food stamp cards. She was black. She got away for it for years until Elon Musk started investigating. You know what she did? She threw them down. She got rid of them quickly, as fast as she could. And she's running scared to this very day. That's only one. How many more of them are there? How many more of them are there? And you know what they came and told me? They said, hey man, we're going to tell you something, Grandpa. We're going to tell you like it is. I said, what? They said, we voted for Donald Trump in office this year. But I'm going to tell you something. If we don't get to keep our minority rights over whites, we're going to go back to voting for the Democrats. Friends, you don't divide America. There is no black. There is no color. We're all Americans. But if you want to ask about Americans, the 13 colonies came from Britain. What color were they? Who established this country? How many Africans and Mexicans made the Constitution of the United States of America? Tell it like it is, people. The slaves were sold by their own people in Africa and shipped to America. And Abraham Lincoln, he tried to be a nice guy. He let the Democrats come back in, and they had him assassinated and murdered. They hired John Wilkes Booth and other people to kill him. Hello? How many times has Donald Trump tried to be killed already? 2 attempts already. John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Look at it, people. It's history. And you know what gets me is when I tell people, and I explain to people, they get all upset. Oh boy, you sure are political. No, people, I'm just telling you like it is. Property taxes are a scam. State income taxes are a scam. There's so many Democrat laws that have been imposed on our nations for over 85 years that were designed to destroy America from within, and they need to be undone. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next video. People, I'm just telling you, I've been asked by over 1,500 subscribers, and I'm replying to that. And you've got it right here. If you buy a home, buy property, you got to pay property taxes when you buy it. Then you got to pay property taxes on it every year. And all you're doing is renting from the tax assessor collector, the crooked judge, the crooked district attorney, what they call the city fathers, the city government. You got to do what they say to do, or we're going to put you in jail. See you on the next video. Check it out. I have